Well, here's a little faulting problem I inherited today. This is out at our rifle club where we shoot, and this thing's a real mess. It's been dropping dead wood. Anyway, we've got a dead stem there growing off the same stump as a live stem, and you go up there and you can see where they're growing. The live stem is growing around the dead one, and neither one of them is good. This thing has got huge side weight. It's been causing problems. So anyway, I'm taking that down, and you got to drop them together. So what I've done, let me scoot in there. I put a face in the dead one, did a bore cut and did not go all the way out, and then I put a domino cut below it. So when something hits that should shear apart and it'll break. And then I went to the live one, put a face in there, bore cut behind it to make a hinge, and I've cut out most of the other side. And you can see right there where I came out with my bore cut there. So anyway, so I just need to complete that cut and this thing will go. And I'm going to try to reach in there and get that, make a hasty exit. So I don't have a camera person, so we'll see how this is on the ground. Okay, and here's where we are. I made the cut on the back, and that dead piece is still holding it up, so I'm going to slip up there and finish that back side of the dead one, and it should all go down together then. And oh joy, made that cut, it went down. Got a boatload of loaded bucking to do out here to release this thing and get her on the ground. So wonderful. Got all that energy mostly released, but it's only halfway to the ground. So anyway, I got my hands full. So anyway, it's time to start making firewood, I guess. Well, we got it all on the ground, and it fought me. That this dead piece tried to get me. I was cutting limbs, getting the load off of that stem after when it was about half down, and that thing suddenly let go and rolled right down at me. I was able to get out of the way, just barely. You just never know what's going to happen. And the trunk here was hung up on limbs stuck in the ground and still sitting on the stump. Anyway, I got as much weight off of it as I could, and then bucked it up close to the stump. And I still had to roll it apart. It just didn't want to come down. But anyway, got it without getting smashed. You can see I was making multiple cuts to relieve compression on some of these, to ease them down a bit before I popped them loose, and that helped. I tried to keep everything from being too violent when it came loose. What a mess. Anyway, we're gonna see if we can advertise that as free Cherrybark red oak firewood, and see if somebody will come pick up the chunks for us. That'll be a good deal if they will.